Hey guys, it's Chris here, and today what we have today to review is the Gemmy Buddy Big League. This is the Colorado Rockies, and yes, I know I already made a review of this, but I did not like the aspect ratio and the quality was got screwed up on it, so I've just decided to make a new video, and plus it's probably a lot better than the last video, cause yeah. So I got this guy back in May of 2019, and this was the last Buddy League League that I got in California before I moved. I know, right? Pretty sad. Um, but it was a pretty fair deal, and I just couldn't skip out on it. And there actually is a little bit of a story behind this. Not this particular one, but just this team in general. So back in 2016, soon after I got my Orioles one, someone was selling one of these things on eBay. It was like $8. Like it was insanely cheap. But it didn't have its box. The front lever was broken. It was really dusty. Um and I I tried bidding on it because it was a bid, and I placed the bid, and then like literally like a few minutes later somebody outbidded me. But I was determined to get it. So I placed a bid of $20, and they outbid me again. So then I was just like, you know what, screw it, who cares? These will probably pop up sooner or later. So but I was kind of wrong because the last time one of these popped up was like 3 years later, pretty much, and this was it. But I think there was only one more of these since this one, because these are pretty uncommon. But yeah, so when I opened up this one out of the shipping box when I got it, his head was completely snapped off of the body. And it was like that because both screw holders that hold the head holder down were completely snapped off on both sides, and you could just easily lift the head up. And I did have a picture of it, but I'm not sure where it is. I think it was on my old phone, or it was on a camera, um, like this random camera. But I'm not sure if I find it before this video gets uploaded. Then I'll see if I can attach it to show you. But so yeah, uh, his box is in pretty good condition. This window is not original. His original window, it had a the plastic was split like right here, and there's a bunch of tape. So I decided to swap it with a Rock and Randall box, and it looks better with it. And he does have his insides to them, but he was not brand new. So yeah, the problems that it had was, despite the head being snapped off, the mouth did not move. The piece was split, and the hips had a split gear, and the belt was disintegrated. I think there's actually a piece of it inside. I don't know if you're able to see it, but I think it's that black spot right there. I think that's the piece. Yeah, yeah, it is. But so yeah, I didn't find the other half, but it was probably in the legs or something. But his clothes were really dirty, and his waistband was worn out. But that was replaced later on because I didn't know that that was an issue. Same with the Pirates and the White Sox, and I think maybe one other. But yeah, and his head did move, but it was really locked up. So, and it moves a bit better. And also because of the incident with his head holder is actually cracked. But like, because like you can still hear the gears turning, but when it moves to the side, it doesn't bounce. Like you know what I mean when when the heads move really fast, they bounce like that. This one doesn't do that. That's how you can tell that it's broken. But it still does move, and it doesn't really bother me. The heads don't move. Like the programming, they don't move much on them anyway, so it's not really that big of a concern to me. But yeah, and this one also, when I got it, this one, the speaker was very, very scratchy. Like in the before and after video, you could really see what I mean. And it's the speaker in it is still original, by the way. It's just not that scratchy as it is as it once was. But I don't know. I think all I did was I opened up the bass and I tightened the screws on the speaker that hold the speaker down. And I think that's what stopped it. I'm not sure, but it's not that terrible anymore. And this one is also quite loud. That's also one reason why it was so scratchy, because it was really loud. But I don't know. It doesn't sound like the speakers going on it, so yeah. But I think I do have one much louder than this, but I'm not sure. I would have to compare it. So aside from all that, it does work. I have an adapter hooked up to it because I don't have any good batteries for it. So yeah, but one other thing is that I actually basically around the time when I received it, my school was doing a project at the end of the year. It was near the end of the school year, and it was called how to do something. The project was called how to do something, and then like it could be anything, like how to make a sandwich, how to make ice cream, how to skateboard, stuff, things like that. And so I thought, hey, maybe I could use this for my project since the hips are really broken on it. I could show how to fix that, and that's what I did. I took pictures of the process of fixing the hips only, and I posted it into Google Slides for my project. And and it was kind of awkward, presenting that to the class, but to me, I think it was actually pretty funny. But good times. But yeah. Aside from all that, let's get to playing it now instead of boring you guys with the story. So yeah.
Hey, batter, 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 the wing, batter. Rocket fire. Come it, baby. Come, baby. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back. 'Cause it's boo-boo for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. So it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old game.
So you can kind of still hear the little scratchy noises in the speaker, but it's okay. And one other thing that happened down the road of this was, I think, like spring of 2020. I was playing with this, and suddenly the hips started dancing really slow, and it started sounding distorted a bit, and I made that video. It was called, I think it's frying out, and in the end it really wasn't, but it, the in the video it kind of got worse. Like it was dancing much slower, and it started sounding distorted, and and the funky frogs dude was like, "Oh, maybe it's the motor. You maybe because how the heads move really slow, and then I open them up and clean them. He was like, maybe you should do that with the hip motor because maybe it has all that dark, greasy stuff inside of it." And it's like, that's probably not the case, but I'll do it anyway. And yeah, sure enough, he was right, because the whole shaft that the prongs touch, it was all black and greasy, and there was also some indents in it, which also means that the shaft is bad. But I think it's still original. I mean, it doesn't move as fast as it did when I first cleaned it, but at least it's not causing any issues anymore. But yeah, I think that's all the details about it. So thanks for watching.